Hey everybody, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5 Minute Motivator. I'm in one of my spots that I absolutely enjoy. I know you've seen this pool a few times. First of all, welcome to my home in beautiful Tamarindo, Costa Rica. And I've actually recorded many a session from this pool, but I just love it. So this is where I tend to spend a lot of time during the day, and it's very contemplative. Normally it's very quiet, sometimes it's a little bit loud, but in general it is just a tremendous place to sit and think things through and relax a little bit. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today in our episode of the 5 Minute Motivator? I've got a question for you. Would you rather people consider you to be crazy or lazy? Very interesting. Richard Branson said that if people are not calling you crazy, it means that your goals aren't big enough. Well, that's very interesting because that's looking toward the future. Let me give you a take on this and you see what you think about this. Ultimately, the choice is yours to metabolize this as you will. I look at crazy people as individuals that try to mold a future that presently doesn't exist. Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, was a great example of that. Ray Bradbury, the author of scores of science fiction books, was tremendous at that. 70 years before the United States landed astronauts on the moon, Jules Verne wrote a book about a man on the moon, and it was considered semi-comical to think that a man could ever land on the moon. What I'm saying is that in general, vision propels us toward the future, and that is where our craziness lies. Laziness is living in the past. Laziness is when we choose to just simply rehash old thinking. Folks, it's very easy to sit and think about things that have already happened. One of the most difficult things in the world is the act of creation. Sitting in front of a blank sheet of paper and trying to fill it is extremely difficult. Creation is hard. And I don't care whether or not the creation is developing a new score of music. That's very artistic. Or actually painting a landscape. That's very artistic. Or bringing two competing companies together in a merger and acquisition situation. That's very artistic. The point is that these are very difficult. Craziness lies in developing a future that doesn't presently exist. Laziness lies in simply regurgitating all that has happened. So I'm going to have to really challenge you in today's 5 Minute Motivator to think about what you can do to be crazy, what you can do to move yourself forward. Now, in yesterday's episode, when I talked about the 5 Ps to create a better 2021, the first P was passion. And I'm going to dovetail today into yesterday's session with the first P. Passion drives creativity. Nothing in the world happens without passion. And the end result is we need to be passionate about creating a future. Passion drives our actions and our behaviors and moves them in a positive forward manner. So I'd like you to think about that as we begin to develop our future, as we create our future, as we become the architects of what's important to us and humanity in general. That passion drives that process. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is the act of being crazy, then I'll be damned, call me crazy. Don't ever call me lazy, because I use the past as an experiential database for creating future events. Always being grounded in the present, always being grounded in the now, but looking forward. Are you crazy or are you lazy? I hope, ladies and gentlemen, my goal for you is that everybody calls you crazy. This is Bill Shaka, thanking you for joining me on another episode of the 5-Minute Motivator. Please like, share, and comment this video for maximum exposure, and I will see you on the other side.